What if the biggest financial mistake immigrants make in America is not earning too little, but misunderstanding how the system works? Every year, millions of newcomers arrive in the United States with savings, strong salaries, and big dreams, yet many quietly lose thousands of dollars without realizing why. The loss is gradual, hidden inside everyday financial decisions, and by the time most people notice it, the damage is already done. So let's dive in. Imagine landing in America with hope, a job offer, and money in your account. You work hard, earn in dollars, and expect your financial life to improve quickly. But slowly, something strange happens. Your money doesn't grow the way you expected. Expenses feel heavier. Small charges appear everywhere. Opportunities cost more than they should. It's not because you are careless, it's because the financial rules in the United States are different, and misunderstanding them is expensive. Here's the reality most newcomers discover too late. In America, wealth is not only about income, it is about understanding the system. Hidden fees, credit rules, taxes, and financial habits determine whether your money grows or disappears. And the losses often begin with something very common: sending money home. Many immigrants regularly send money to family abroad. This process, known as remittance, is essential for millions of households worldwide. But according to World Bank data through 2025 and early 2026 estimates, the global average cost of sending money internationally remains around 6% to 6.5%. That means sending $1,000 can reduce the final amount received by about $60 or more after fees and exchange rate costs. At first, that number seems small, but here's the hidden impact. When you send money every month, the cost multiplies quickly. Over 1 year, those small fees can total more than $700. Over 5 years, that loss can exceed $3,000. The money disappears slowly through repetition, not through one major mistake, but through small recurring costs. And here's what most people never realize. Transfer costs vary widely between providers. Traditional banks often charge higher fees and weaker exchange rates, while digital services and fintech apps may offer lower costs. Simply comparing transfer options can save hundreds of dollars each year, yet many newcomers never compare because they assume all services are similar. Now, here's another surprise. Financial regulations and compliance rules have increased in recent years. Some cash-based international transfers may include additional reporting requirements, service charges, or processing costs, depending on the provider and country. These added costs may look small, but over time they increase total financial loss. But money transfers are only the first hidden leak. The next shock for many immigrants comes from something invisible: the American credit system. In many countries, your financial reputation depends mainly on your salary or savings. In the United States, however, your financial life revolves around your credit score. This number, typically ranging from 300 to 850 under FICO scoring models, measures how reliable lenders believe you are. And this single number can determine how expensive your financial life becomes. Here's what surprises most newcomers. You can earn a high salary, have stable employment, and maintain strong savings, yet still be treated as financially risky simply because you have no credit history in the United States. To the system, you are unknown, and being unknown has a price. Consider borrowing money for a car or applying for a credit card. Two people with identical jobs and income can receive completely different interest rates. The person with strong credit history pays less over time, while the newcomer with no credit may pay significantly more. According to U.S. consumer finance data in 2025-2026, borrowers with poor or limited credit can pay several percentage points more in interest than those with strong credit. Over years, that difference can cost thousands of dollars. The The same rule applies to housing deposits, insurance pricing, and even mobile phone contracts. Credit history influences access, cost, and opportunity. The system rewards proven financial behavior, not just income. The good news is that credit can be built. Consistently paying bills on time, using secured credit cards, and maintaining low balances gradually improve credit scores. Most newcomers can build a solid credit profile within 1 to 2 years with consistent behavior. The reward is lower interest rates and greater financial flexibility. Now let's talk about another hidden cost: everyday banking. The U.S. banking system typically uses checking accounts for daily spending and savings accounts for storing money. While this sounds simple, misunderstanding account rules can be expensive. One common issue is overdraft fees. Although many major banks reduced or eliminated overdraft fees between 2022 and 2025, some institutions still charge fees or offer overdraft protection programs that create additional costs. Spending more than your balance can trigger charges, interest, or service fees depending on the bank. Another misunderstanding involves trust in financial institutions. Some immigrants prefer keeping large amounts of cash at home. However, U.S. bank deposits are generally insured by the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, known as FDIC, up to $250,000 per depositor per bank. This protection makes keeping money in insured banks extremely safe, while also allowing funds to earn interest. Speaking of interest, savings accounts today look very different than they did years ago. Due to higher interest rate environments in 2024-2026, many high-yield savings accounts now offer roughly 3 to 5% annual returns, depending on market conditions. Keeping money in accounts that earn interest helps protect against inflation and supports financial growth. That brings us to another hidden force that quietly reduces wealth: inflation. Inflation means rising prices over time. In the United States, inflation fluctuates year to year, but long-term averages typically remain around 2 to 3% annually. If money is kept in cash without earning interest, its purchasing power gradually decreases. The same amount of money buys less in the future, even if the number of dollars stays the same. This means your savings quietly lose strength every year without you noticing. Many newcomers overlook this silent loss because the change happens slowly, but over long periods it can significantly reduce financial security. To move beyond simply protecting money, some immigrants begin investing. Investment accounts, such as retirement plans or index funds, allow money to grow through compounding. Compounding means earnings generate additional earnings over time. Even small investments made early can grow significantly over decades. Long-term market returns historically average higher than savings accounts, though investments always carry risk. Another area where immigrants lose money is taxes. The U.S. tax system is complex, and rules vary depending on residency status, visa type, and income source. Filing incorrectly may result in penalties, delayed refunds, or missed tax credits. Learning basic tax rules protects income and prevents costly mistakes. When you step back and look at the full picture, financial success in America depends on understanding several connected systems: money transfers, credit, banking, taxes, inflation, and investing. Each of these can either drain your money or help grow your wealth, depending on how well you understand them. These systems interact with each other, shaping your financial opportunities and long-term stability. Understanding them together builds a strong financial foundation. Here's the powerful truth successful immigrants eventually discover: the American financial system does not only reward hard work, it rewards knowledge, discipline, and informed decision-making. Understanding the rules changes everything because it allows you to use the system instead of being controlled by it. When you compare transfer services, you reduce fees and keep more of your earnings. When you build credit early, you lower borrowing costs and unlock better financial opportunities. When you use the right bank accounts, your money grows safely and consistently over time. When you understand taxes, you avoid penalties and protect your income. When you invest wisely, your wealth compounds and creates long-term financial security. The system itself never changed. What changed was your understanding of it and your ability to make informed financial choices. Knowledge transforms the same financial environment from a source of confusion into a tool for growth. And that is the difference between struggling financially in America and building long-term wealth. One path leads to hidden losses, missed opportunities, and constant financial pressure. The other leads to stability, growth, and increasing financial confidence over time. If you are starting your financial journey in the United States in 2026, the most valuable investment you can make is understanding how money works here. Because once you understand the system, you stop losing money and start building your future. If you want more simple videos that help immigrants understand U.S. money, credit, and wealth building step by step, make sure to like and subscribe. Your financial future depends on what you learn next, and the next lesson could save you thousands.